Well, we saw mostly clear skies across Texas today, and that was because of this high pressure that's back out towards New Mexico. It allows for that sinking hot air to move around, and that, again, will just suppress any type of cloud development. They do have some showers off toward the northern edge of it, back over towards Oklahoma City. But for us here in San Angelo, we're staying pretty clear and allowing us to heat up. The heat advisory continues tonight and into tomorrow as well. Tomorrow, Sunday at 7 p.m. That's when it will likely be extended, because we're still expecting more heat going into Monday and Tuesday. But again, the entire Concho Valley will be dealing with that heat threat going into the next several days. So you want to make sure you're taking proper precautions and, drinking water, things of that nature. Today, we got up to 105 for a high, about 10 degrees above average. The low getting into the upper 70s, so that's going to continue to trip up just a bit as well. So we'll only get into the lower 80s as we get into the start of next week for our low temperatures. Record highs today, we had several highs broken. Mason got up to 103. Eden tied a record at 101. Big Lake tied a record at 102. El Dorado also broke a record at 101, and then Junction, that was the hot spot, got up to 106. That broke a record as well. So while San Angelo didn't break any records, again, plenty of places across the Concho Valley did see some record-breaking heat, and that continues for the next couple of days as well. Triple-digit days now up to 21, again above average. Normally we see 18 in a year, already well past that with plenty of a heat on the way. Looking at the drought monitor, we're pretty moderate across most of central Texas. Most of the worst part has been up in the Texas Panhandle and back towards parts of New Mexico. But again, just looking at those abnormally dry condition, as well as a couple spots of some moderate drought conditions. So again, staying dry, and unfortunately we don't see any relief for rainfall or even cooler temperatures in the immediate forecast. Right now, 90 degrees in downtown. Again, the humidity is creeping up a little bit during the overnight hours, but as we get into the daytime, we'll see those that humidity drop down, and that's going to allow us to really heat up, especially for tomorrow as well. 90s across the area, 91 in Eden, 90 in Ballinger, 90 in Robert Lee, 91 in Sterling City. So again, into the lower 90s, we'll still only drop another 10 to 15 degrees as we continue to go through the overnight hours. Clear skies, that'll continue to be the theme for the next couple of days. We will see the overnight lows 78 with some, again, southerly winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, very brutal heat, 108, clear skies, plenty of sun, not any clouds to even give you a break from the sunshine. It's just going to be no shade whatsoever, and it's really hot in the sense that you look up, you get hit with the sun, and then you try to look down to avoid the sunlight, but then you have that heat coming off the pavement as well. So it's just absolutely brutal out there, temperatures across the area. Humidity, that's going to be relatively low going into the next couple of days, only getting into the teens and single digits. That is going to allow us to heat up even further, because that moisture usually helps to keep those temperatures down, but with how dry we're going to be, it allows us to really soar up there. So we'll see the upper level pattern, this high pressure, will begin to shift down towards our area for the beginning of next week, and that's really what allows us to get into those upper 100s, so 110 even. And then as we get to the end of the week, we'll start to see that drift back up towards the northwest, and allows the cooler temperatures to kind of move in from the east and brings us back down into the lower 100s and even the upper 90s. So that'll be a little bit of a relief. But we will still hang on to that heat for the next several days. So you want to take some of these heat safety tips into consideration, especially if you're doing anything outdoors for a prolonged time. If you can, do things in the early morning or late evening when the sun is not at its highest. That'll help to alleviate any of those threats. And then drink plenty of water. So Sunday, 108, that'll be close to a record. And then the 2 days we're really watching will be Monday and Tuesday, 110 on Monday as well as 110 on Tuesday. Those will be really close to the record, and even the all-time record of 111, and those lows in the lower 80s. And then we'll start to cool off just a little bit, 106 by Wednesday, 104 again on Thursday, and then maybe getting back down into the 90s for next weekend.